It's time for the Dark Matter After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. We are talking Season 3, Episode 11, The Dwarf Star Conspiracy, but mostly we're going to be talking about packaging boobs.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hello and welcome to the Dark Matter After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. If you haven't already, go to youtube.com/AfterBuzzTV, hit subscribe. We're also on iTunes and SoundCloud. I'm Yael Tygiel. We are packaging boobs here in my lovely Lady Lumps panel.
Yeah, all the lady lumps, baby.
Tauri Miller is here.
Hey, I'm Tauri J. Miller. You can find me at Tauri J.
What is that?
T-R-I-J. That's my humps voice.
It's not good. No, not good.
Humps.
Natalee Dyer's here.
Hey guys, I'm Natalee Dyer, and you can find me at Natalee Dyer, Nataleedyer on all social media platforms. I'm also in the chat.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Yeah, talking to her about boobs.
Yeah, boobs.
Boobs.
I'm Yael Tygiel. I'm everywhere at Yael Tygiel. That's YAELTYGIEL. And I suggest checking out Instagram if you're a fan of boobs. Yep, that's what I'm going to say. I love, obviously, the android's new look.
Yep.
I immediately saw it and went, oh, I'd wear that so good. What did you all think?
Yep, absolutely loved it. I loved
No,
all
I
of it.
meant if I would look good in it.
Yeah, totally. You could kill it.
Thanks.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah, you would just kill it.
I think the android is wearing it really well.
I see.
I think she's doing a great job of wearing it. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think she needs any instruction on how to package boobs. She's got it.
I just really think that whole conversation where she talks about how it's not about the look, the fact that she can choose her own look.
Oh, yeah.
It was so beautiful. And,
Yeah.
and this whole story arc of the android finding herself has been so nice. And to wrap it all up with boobs just makes it so much better.
I think anything wrapped up with boobs is very well.
I
Very
agree.
good. Yeah.
Sure.
Especially because we all know I don't like feels and like emotional. So like it's a real like tender moment
But
that's
then-
just destroyed with boobs.
All right.
And that makes it better.
I do like the way that they started the conversation where two comes up and just like just like someone's girlfriend being like, so what's happening here? what's going on with this? That just
She wants to know if she was okay.
Which I loved because I was wondering how the android was going to feel after last episode. So I enjoyed that we got to get a little bit of a piece, like a
Oh, we know how she feels.
like a look at it. So yeah.
Yeah. I also really appreciate that she acknowledges something that I and others on the internet have acknowledged about Tu and the wardrobe that Tu wears, that she really does know how to like show off her best features.
Accentuate.
Yes. Yep. Boobs.
yes. Though I'd say that Portia's a little better at it than two is.
That's true. In the flashback or the memory, we got to see Portia wearing my favorite shirt.
Oh yes, that's true.
Which, just to be fair, everyone, has been replaced now. Melosi, I'm coming for the android's top. I want that red. Yes?
We still have Winona Earp up.
Do we? That's wonderful. For those confused, this is Dark Matter.
This is Dark Matter.
Okay.
Ah man.
It's been a long
Look at that
Sunday.
sausage get made.
Our engineer in the booth apologizes hilariously. Feel free to fix it. There we go. So let's talk about the main storyline of the episode. 3 does not want to go to Nova 17, the manufacturing facility, because he's having these nightmares.
Yeah, so he had a bad dream.
Yeah, what a wuss.
What?
Tari?
You right. No, like that was horror style dreams. Like if I
That's
had a
true.
dream like that, I'd be like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not coming out of my room. There are things out to get me. Everything is terrifying.
Really? I have terrifying dreams all the time. I get up and go on with my day.
You might want to see someone. About
I
that.
might want to see someone about that. Yeah. Natalie, what do you think? Was he being a wuss or is it reasonable?
I think he was being a wuss because there was no way for him to know that what was on that planet. Like, you didn't know that the big monster alien guys were on that planet. He was just like, I don't want to do that.
Right. Like,
Which to me, like when the android's like, I see fear in you, which I've never seen or sensed.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, yeah. Why is he all of a sudden? Just because he had a bad dream? Come on.
I agree with you because she says, like, when you don't want to do something, you get angry and annoyed. And she used other words that I would have used much harsher ones.
And act like a child.
And act like a child who doesn't care about other people's feelings. So the idea that, like, he had this dream that makes complete sense. You once had an alien inside of you,
Yeah.
and you even brought it up recently when we had the time travel-y, or not the time travel-y, but the time loopy
Yes.
episode. What?
I just like the term time loopy.
Loopy.
Because yes, it's so loopy.
It was time
Time
loopy.
was so loopy.
So, like, he brought up that there was an alien inside him. He has had an alien inside him, and now he had a bad dream.
Well, so I don't think it was the dream per se, but I do think that it was the dream was the beginning of his instincts kicking off since they were getting closer, because they were in fact hanging outside of that planet for 2 days.
Right.
And so
That's
his
true.
connection with the anomaly, I think, was setting off all of his red flags. And so, like, he didn't know what he was feeling, and he didn't know how to deal with it. And so I think that that's really what it was. It's like when animals know that a storm is coming.
Fine.
Bruce says 3 is mad intuitive, though. He had just justified moments of I had a bad feeling about this before. And so that could be why he was...
He's got, like, Wolverine's nose.
Yeah.
Where he, like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Thanks,
so,
Wolverine.
Yep,
That's it?
just like that.
intuitive.
Fine. So we get down to Nova 17. We find out that this is where the biosynthetic organisms are being made. We think there's only 4. It's more like 4 million.
There was no pause either. It was like, there's only 4. We can handle this. And then I was like, yeah, no.
No.
There was no like later reveal.
There's like a bazillion.
Yeah.
You don't like my numbers?
No, those are great numbers.
Thanks.
I mean, they're real high.
Bazillion.
Yeah.
But,
A quadrillion.
Okay.
Okay. A okay.
I'm going to name
A
my
bazillion,
kid
quadrillion.
I like it.
Quadrillion Miller.
Nice.
I like the
Right?
quadrillion.
Awesome. Yeah, that's
'cause
cool, actually.
I really want your child's quadrillion to go to cotillion.
Yeah.
I really want that now. I didn't want it before, but I want it now. All right. So the Miike destroyer arrives, and they start calling them simulants.
Yeah.
And they're like, because they're simulated humans.
Mm-hmm. You didn't like that name?
It's fine.
I in my mind.
I mean, it's
after-
better than not androids. Like,
Nandroids. In my mind, I kept calling them silicates, because they're like silicon-based things. Anyway, but simulants was fine.
I had biobots.
Biobots.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that
biobots
sounds,
are cool.
That sounds like a 90s
TV show?
Transformer show.
Yeah.
Biobots. Yeah, I'd
Biobots.
watch that.
Yeah.
That's how they're biosynthetic bots.
Yeah.
yeah.
When they decide that they're going to torture one for answers,
Yeah.
but don't ask a single question, I got so annoyed. Right? Because they're torturing this guy.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like we've cut off your finger. What do you want to know?
Right? Like,
Maybe-
yeah, they haven't even given him an option
No.
to ask yet.
He hasn't said anything. He just started screaming.
Maybe they just wanted him to start spilling his guts. He'd be like, I was raised in Nebraska.
Like the scene in Goonies?
You know? Yeah. Just like that.
The scene in Goonies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about,
Yes.
right? Okay, cool. I just
I
want to
don't.
make
I
sure.
just agreed. I haven't seen
Are
it.
you for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Okay, well, we're going to have a movie night at my place at some point.
Great.
and we're
Also,
gonna deal with
Sarah Brock, I will not stop naming things. Never.
I want to know your thoughts on the Miike people that arrived, right? We
it.
had...
They're all dicks.
Okay, so we had... Agreed. We had who I'm calling Blonde Bitch, and for anyone
Perfect.
who's seen Winona Earp, she was a blonde bitch there. This season, she's a blonde bitch here.
Typecast.
Has
I
she
mean,
been
she's
in other
blonde.
stuff
Winona Earp?
other than Winona Earp? She looks really familiar. I forgot to look it up.
Well, from what I understand about Canadian actors, We only have a handful of amazing ones, so we put them all in the same stuff.
That's true. Chat, if you want to let me know what other stuff that she's been in, that would help me out for peace of mind, just like a small peace of mind.
It may have been you were watching Winona Earp with me.
Possibly.
It's quite likely. So we've got her, and then there was
Sajin.
Who was that? Her?
Yes, that's her.
Blonde bitch.
Yeah.
I didn't trust her from the
blonde
beginning.
bitch
Thank
better.
you.
Yeah.
BB. Call her good old BB.
She's a baby.
What's up, baby?
I didn't trust her from the beginning, but that's probably because she was evil on Winona Earp.
Right.
And she's got that evil face.
Yeah. Yeah, I realized that she was a simulant the moment they started talking about all of them having fake identities. I was like, oh, I get it. She's one.
Oh, see, I did not put that together until, like I told you, but
Yeah.
I thought she was possessed by the alien, but I didn't think she was a simulant.
Oh, I assumed that she worked for Dwarf Star and was undercover.
Ah.
Fair.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was like, because she was kind of, I mean, she wasn't in charge, but she was taking charge. She really was very similar to her character in Winona Earp, where she wasn't the leader, but she was making decisions without the leader's consent.
Right.
Okay.
And so I was like, something's real off here. I want to talk also about the amazing scene where 3 is chatting with the aliens in his mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
But before we
was
do,
he chatting with them? It was more like just yelling at each other.
before we discuss that, I want to take a moment to thank our fans. Thank you!
Thank you!
Yeah, thank you so much for everyone who is here live in the chat. Thank you to everyone who watches us later. Thank you to everyone who subscribes on iTunes so they don't miss a single episode. Make sure you rate and review. If you like us, you can give us 5 stars. If you don't like us, you can give us 4 stars. The other stars, they do not work. I was really worried you guys would miss that because
I'm
you're
never
reading
gonna
funny
miss
things.
it.
What is it? Is it funny?
Nope.
Okay.
She's just trying to help me figure out
I literally-
who
I
this lady is.
I IMDb'd her.
Great.
Yep. That's it.
So that's all you got to do. Rate, review. If you rate and review and write a thing on iTunes, we'll read it live on the air.
That's true.
I'm going to check if that's a thing.
Do we have? You want me to? I can.
Vamp?
Vamp.
No, but
guys,
maybe we'll
iTunes is
stop
so-
it. Maybe read out some names of people who are live in the chat with us.
Yeah, we have Carlo Schroeder, Sebros, we've got D-Style, always, Starman934, Space Above Beyond Name Check. I really like all these comments, I get distracted. Here,
We got
you
Sarah
read some.
Brock. We got George Bennett. We got Ivan Soto. We got Vlogs with Pleasure. We've got Natalee Dyer, who's sitting right here.
Good job, Natalie.
Thank you.
Man. Who else? Who else we got? Mostly those people.
Okay, well, thank you all so much for being live in the chat. While we're pulling up iTunes reviews, I want to tell you all about something amazing. Amazing. Hold on.
Why don't you do that?
I'll do that. Okay, so here are the amazing things I want to tell you about. Da-da-da. A&E's Emmy-nominated groundbreaking docuseries Leah Remini, Scientology in the Aftermath has returned for season 2. New episodes are Tuesdays at 9 on A&E. Leah Remini, Scientology in the Aftermath follows Leah Remini along with high-level former Scientology executives and church members as they delve deep into the shocking stories of abuse, heartbreak, and harassment experienced by those who left the church and spoken publicly about their experiences. This season, she continues her quest to give a voice to the victims of the church. The series also explores accounts of former members whose lives have been significantly impacted by the church's practices. Remini is helping people take action, turning survivors into fighters, revealing truths and seeking justice. Catch up on the A&E app and ANETV.com. Consideration, do talk about Leah. The audience loves Leah. I love Leah and want to make sure that you've checked it out because I've actually seen this show and it is fantastic.
It's really good, isn't it?
It's so good. So Leah Remini's Scientology in the Aftermath.
It's really creepy.
Tuesdays, 8 Central on A&E.
You want something sort of sci-fi happening in a world?
Yeah.
Watch that show. Except for it's real.
Do you have it? Because I also have
Yeah.
it. Jerk
Oh, I
faces.
got it.
Go.
Oh,
Can we
I
get
got it.
some great
smooth jazz.
Smooth jazz
Let's
music,
get some
please?
smooth jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And while that happens, I'll let you know who this is from. This is Beatka. Fantastic, informative, and funny. 5 stars. Yeah. If you're not listening to this infectious,
There it is.
funny group break down each episode of this wonderful series, you should be. Besides, Tauri J's sultry voice reading these reviews, yeah. This crew has so many insights into plot and character that I miss each episode. Plus, Yael is always on point with the ships. AfterBuzz TV is the best. People injecting enthusiasm and critical commentary for each show I watch. Tauri J, you are a sexy beast. Ooh, thank you.
That's a great 5-star review.
5 stars.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
All right, let's kill the music and get back to the show.
Keeping it going.
Oh my god.
So the scene where we have 3 talking in his head with the aliens, they take a familiar form for him. I just really want to point out that Jodel's performance was amazing. This was clearly not 5. This was not a child. This was not a person. This was just, I need to get the facts to you.
Yeah.
It was a really amazing performance on her part.
I'd agree. Like, I think they all did a really good job of being otherworldly while still, like, maintaining their own form. I especially really liked the information we got about the aliens. How they are essentially just, they eat chaos, is what it sounds like. Like, they feed off of chaos, and they have eaten their dimension for billions of years, and now our fresh, supple universe is theirs for the taking. I wonder, we see them as black, like
Squids.
amorphous, squiddy things, and I wonder if that's their true form, or we as viewers also can't fathom what they truly look like.
Interesting question.
Yeah.
I like that. Like, I love that theory.
Yeah. Ooh.
It reminded me a little bit of an episode from Doctor Who.
Oh yeah.
Yup.
Which
Oh my
one?
gosh, which one?
It was from season 1. It's the Charles Dickens episode with the gas
ghosts.
gas
Gas ghost alien
Yeah.
things, yeah.
that take the bodies of the dead and walk around in them.
Yeah.
Because they need a body to be in, and so they just like came through, and there was the portal, which was an archway.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of that, and I was like, yeah, I miss classic New Who. Classic
Like,
New
it's
Who.
not
Yeah.
classic.
It's classic to me.
It also it goes back to something we were talking about last season when we were first introduced to the black goo. I had mentioned that I feel like I had said last year that essentially the whole show, like season 1 through that point, could essentially be seen as a preamble to everything that's happening with the goo, or one could say the dark matter.
I'll allow it. I'd rather we not call them the goo.
Well, yes,
Are we calling them something
I was
else?
building up.
No, I
to
got where you're going.
Yes.
It's just that Winona Earp has a goo and Killjoys has a goo. and
Fine.
we don't need a third goo.
Them black squids.
Yeah.
Them ink squids.
Yeah.
Squinks. Squid
Squid
inks. Squid ink. Yeah. But yeah, so I feel
Are they
like
goo though? They fly kind of like a
Squid? Like a flying squid?
yeah.
Sure.
I like squid ink. They're squid inks.
Squidinks. Okay. Squidinks.
They're squid inks, everyone.
It's like shrinkadinks.
And Sebros, yes. Entropy is delicious.
Okay.
I'm calling out the chat, bro. I'm saying stuff from the chat, bro. I'm stealing the chat
You
back.
want? Yeah,
I'm
you want it
stealing
back? Is that what's happening?
No, I just like interjecting. Oh my gosh, George
the
Bennett
best?
agrees. Oh man, Sarah Brack loves nerds.
Okay.
Like, how did we lose it? Andrew's not even here for them to team up. Like,
I'm being both.
We don't need them to team up.
Yeah. Oh, where are my werewolves?
Okay, so
werewolves are cool.
I
They're
really
probably made of
appreciated
dark matter.
an explanation of Dr. Will Wheaton, or Rook,
Yes.
if you want to call him by his show name. Dr. Will Wheaton, they gave him technology and made him rich. That was the deal. And they were like, we
Right.
could do that for you. But they called him an idiot. And I was watching After Dark, which is their digital after show, not to be confused with AfterBuzz.
Uh-huh.
And I believe Anthony was talking about how once they called him dumb, 3 just shut down and was like, I don't care what you're offering me now. You call me stupid. You're stupid. He did not say it like that, but it would have been so cool if he had. And the idea that Dr. Will Wheaton has disappeared. And so either they killed him or he's hiding.
Right.
And I really like that the idea that maybe he and, who am I thinking of?
Description.
The
Yeah,
annoying
describe.
Weasley guy.
Oh, you're thinking of the original Tabor.
Tabor.
Yeah.
Yes, real Tabor.
Yeah.
I want Dr. Will Wheaton and Tabor to be off together, making sweet,
no,
sweet
I was
love.
just gonna fiddle that in for you, but you did it, so I don't need to.
Yeah.
Raybor,
I ship it.
Rubor, Tabuk,
Tabuk.
Tabuk, hashtag Tabuk.
I ship it. Well, if they're both missing,
That's
they're
true.
obviously
True.
together.
Right. I
Is
imagine.
anybody else missing? Could we throw them all in?
No.
No. Like, I
those
imagine
two?
Rook came up to Tabor and was like, hey, I have money and resources, and you're a wily guy. Take my hand and we'll go together. There's going to be a war on the horizon, and I have a cabin off on Bernstein 17.
Great. Nicely done.
Thank you. And then he took his hand, and they embraced and flew off to Bernstein 17. Yep.
I want to see that.
Yeah, so what we want to see for season 4...
No, just like a quick canon story. Just a quick little
it.
canon
Yeah.
story.
Right.
Okay, so our blonde bitch releases the aliens. They're out into the world now. Do you think, after Mike nukes the place, do you think that the aliens survived?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, there's no way that threat is just eliminated by a nuke.
It also feels like building to, like it's clearly been building, right? The whole story about 2, when 3 gets the thing and he is the dream, and then we get there and the memories and the Dwarf Star Conspiracy.
Yeah.
There's no way they're dead.
No, there's no way.
So-
Maybe the body, like the
simulants.
Yeah.
The
maybe
biobots.
they're
Right.
gone.
Yes.
But I guarantee there's a whole other planet with more of these things.
That's true.
There's no way they thought, oh, let's just have one planet with them. Like, if you're doing a
One
war,
facility.
like war battle, you're not going to have one facility with what will be your soldiers in it.
That's true.
That's asking for a major attack.
Especially because of the blonde bitch and the one that was in 3, we know that they have already started infiltrating.
Right.
Yeah.
So there have to be more already here, but also there's no way they all blew up.
Exactly.
I mean, I think that they can open another gateway, though I think that they've been set back. I have a prediction about it, but I'm not going to do it now. But remind me later.
Sure.
Make a note, you have a pen.
Okay.
All right. So once they nuke the facility, and 2 is dragged off, I was very excited to see her dragged off and was like, ooh, I think I know who it is. And then I was way wrong.
Who did you
Wait,
think
who-
it was?
yeah, who did you think
Did you
it
think it
was?
was Anders?
Yeah, so here's what I thought. Because he seems to be there every time they need to be saved. So I assume that,
Anders is an angel?
no, that he just like abandoned his duties at the Galactic Authority and is just following them around to save them when they're in danger because he's in love with 3 and 6.
Right, of course. He's
Yeah.
got to protect his loves.
Yeah.
Um,
So that was my thought. I was like, I thought it was him saving them, and then I went, I don't know how or why, or I don't understand how he got there, But sure, that's what he did.
Yeah, of course.
That was my thought.
He's like, I just gotta save each one of them, and they'll let me join the crew. But like, not until I fulfill my quest of saving each and every one of them.
Individually.
Who did you think dragged her away?
I don't know, because I was going, there's no way they're going to kill her right now. There's
Right,
no way
yeah,
they're
yeah.
going to kill her right now. And then they saw the boots, and I was like, see, didn't die. Didn't die. Don't know who it is, but don't care, because she didn't die.
I had assumed that it was one of the simulants, like it was Sajin, and essentially the next
That's
episode.
the blonde?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember mostly because of the way this is real stupid and nerdy.
I'm so excited.
But it's because Sajin is very much, it feels like a Japanese name, and the way they spell it is Sajin, which if you were spelling it in the Japanese way, it would be Seijin. And so like I couldn't stop thinking about that the whole time.
You're such a nerd. It's so good. Oh, that's funny.
Yes. But I assumed it was her, and we were going to get the last few episodes of 2 being on the simulant side. Because, like, she basically has a body that's ready for them. So that was what I had assumed. But now, this storyline ties everything else together for the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Do we have a name for the aliens? Did I miss it?
No, they didn't
think
give
so.
themselves a name.
They didn't name themselves.
No, they were just like, we're too advanced for you. You dumb son. So nah.
See, this is why we need the doctor. Because he'd be like, who are you?
I dub thee the boneless. Wait, I've already done that. Let's see. I dub thee the squiddies.
Right? We need a doctor.
Yes.
I mean, we had a doctor in this
Yes.
episode. He just didn't say, who are you? This planet is protected.
Because it wasn't. Inklings? I'm going to call them the Inklings.
The Inklings?
Yes. Because you don't have any inkling who they are.
I really like that.
Thank you.
The Inklings.
Yeah.
Well, if they're not named soon, that's what they're named.
Yeah.
It's canon.
It's
It is
canon,
now.
yeah. It's true. Just like our Tabor
And
scene, yeah. Tabuk.
Table.
What are people in the chat thinking about the Inklings?
Of the Inklings?
I gotta write that down. You write that down. We'll do it next week.
Yes, all right.
Otherwise I'll
Well,
forget.
Sarah Brock thinks we should call him the Venom.
No.
Yeah.
Venom's already a thing.
Yeah, also it's called the symbiote, guys. Venom is a specific character who has the symbiote in it. That's like calling them Black Spider-Man. Am I right?
Okay. Natalie, what else you got?
We got questions about if Mickey is truffle
Truffaut?
Truffaut.
company.
Truffaut? Yes. So Truffaut works is part of Mickey. So like they're not exactly on good terms right now, but they're kind of on good terms because of that alt version double
Right.
cross.
Right. The double deception?
Not the double deception.
Maybe it was, though.
No, I have a
knows?
feeling. I have a feeling that as we get our things off our checklist,
Yeah. Someone would turn to the camera
Camera-
and go, "This is what the android was talking about."
is that not what she said? I really appreciated the fact that twice this episode was like, the android's memory said this thing happened.
Yeah.
And then she was like, in that moment when she jumped through time, this is what happened.
Right.
Because I'm the type of viewer who, if I don't see it or it isn't confirmed that it happened, I'll go, that never happened. So, for example, when 6 was stuck in the Inception,
Right.
and I was like, but he never gave them the new coordinates. That's how I knew it was. So they need to, yep,
Yeah. Got it. They need to call it out for you. I got it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I need things put blatant because otherwise I get confused.
Flashing lights.
Yeah, this is happening. Oh, what?
Sorry.
Is there a correction?
No.
Great.
No, Sarah Proctor says I'm self-destructing.
Okay.
I assume she's referring to my like nerd tangent.
Okay. All right.
It's getting closer to the explosion.
Oh yeah, it's counting down.
Any final thoughts on the episode before we head into a lot of predictions? Boobs?
Boobs.
No.
We could have used more of that.
Boobs.
Yeah, just all throughout the episode, you just hear it in the background, like they're having a really serious conversation, and then in the distance you hear, "Oops." And they're like,
It's like you're trying to
we have
find the
say, yeah. We all harmonize with different.
Yeah.
So, all right.
No.
Boo.
No, you don't have Andrew here. Okay.
Okay.
Boobs.
Yeah. I liked the 3 reveal. That's it.
The alt 3 reveal.
Yes.
Or the
Boon. Boon reveal.
Alt boon. Stop.
Okay.
I was okay with it. The question still remains of like
Why?
how.
Yeah.
More so how. The why I think is explained in the promo for next week, but the how.
Yeah.
Like how are they being found?
I feel like
Because they didn't know about.
thing
Well, they didn't
to
know
this
about Nova
week's-
17 until they had that memory.
Right.
He was there.
Who was there?
Rio. In the memory.
Yes.
It's when he gave her pudding.
Right.
Wasn't there some form of tracker on someone?
The trackers we had were in Android models.
Right.
But then we also have a tracker or a low-level signal coming out of the blink drives, but they're both turned. Well, one's broken, one's
Right.
turned off.
But I feel like the last time on Dark Matter had some form of like reference to a tracker, whether it was during the flash, like the memory implanted in. Which can we talk about if that was a setup or not? This whole thing by Victor, which we totally skipped over and totally forgot about.
Interesting theory.
Because, like, I don't trust him.
Well, I think we now
And
are right not to.
and if the androids are trying to have like some sort of,
Uprising.
could they consider the Inklings as a part of their team, or because they're using the
Yeah, but I don't think that if androids and simulants wanted freedom, I don't foresee them going, yeah, let's bring in this race of aliens that are going to take over our bodies.
true.
Right?
I don't know, there's something weird going
Maybe,
on
though.
there.
I feel like the simulants, the ones that are at least still asleep, are
Dead
not
now.
part. Well, yes, but on the other facilities are part of are not part of any sort of android uprising yet, because
Right.
their purpose is to be the host for a simulant and infiltrate. They're soldiers
Okay.
and spies.
Yeah,
It's true.
But I totally see how it could have been a setup.
in some form. Like
Yeah.
if not this, then one of the other memories. But I felt like in that memory that was planted in her, they said something about like we've tracked it too, or they had some form of tracking happening, which now I'm gonna go home and rewatch that little portion and tweet about it because I feel like it's there,
Yeah.
but I don't remember for sure.
I know that, or I guess she was Portia at the time, said to Rio that they found it or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
So maybe I'm
I'm
thinking
mixing
that.
things in. I don't know,
maybe.
but I'm gonna find out. when I
But
get
yeah,
home.
to go back, I think that since the Raza was parked there for 2 days, they could have found it
That's fair.
at that point and then just kind of been hanging back until the right time.
To see what the heck the Raza was doing because they were there for 2 days.
Yeah,
Just hanging out.
totally. Yeah, why not?
Right, but then how would they know to like drop in, like when to drop in?
Because they saw the missile coming in.
Right.
Or the nuke.
But wouldn't the Raza have picked up an FTL window of the
So-
Marauder coming in?
Excellent question. When Android finds it at the end, she's like, there was a mini FTL window that they almost missed.
Right.
I assume because the Marauder is small.
Right. It could
Yeah.
have. It probably FTL'd directly onto the planet, which might have interfered with them detecting it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
All excellent questions that would have
They
been
were-
answered if there was someone in the chat who could answer it.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'll get in the chat.
Okay.
Uh,
Let's head into predictions.
Yeah.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV
yeah.
Like
predictions.
3.
Sneezing?
Yes. So next week's episode, it looks like we're having dinner on Zyron. 3 says one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. It's a trap.
Well, yes,
He does say it.
he does.
The revolution against humanity is doomed to fail before you even begin. The android says to maybe Chase, maybe another boy bot.
Yeah.
And then we have Misaki saying, welcome to Zyron. And if she were welcoming me like that, I would go.
That's true. She had them like
Yeah, welcome
sultry
to
eyes.
Zyron. I'm going to murder you.
Don't drink anything I hand you.
Right?
The invitation to dinner, since you brought up Star Wars, did really...
I did not.
You did though.
I brought up Sheldon Cooper bringing up Star Wars.
Okay.
I'm also wearing a Star Wars shirt. So
It's a
that
trap.
means-
I do an impression of Sheldon Cooper doing an impression.
Got it.
of Admiral
Since
Akbar.
you 3 steps removed mentioned Star Wars.
Yes, go on.
The invitation to dinner did remind me of Empire Strikes Back, where
Emperor Shido Strikes Back.
This is Emperor
Emperor's New
Strikes
Groove.
Back.
Yeah.
But it reminded me of that because of the scene where they walk into the room on Cloud City and Darth Vader is there and he's like, "Why don't you join me for dinner?" So I think that we're getting set up for something to that effect. Like this season might end.
Oh,
on
I
a
thought
real
you
dark
were going to
note.
say that, like, I think we're getting set up for a real Star Wars heavy referenced episode.
Yes, very much. It's going to be
Potentially.
nothing but that.
That's what it sounds like.
And then for my prediction, which
Yes.
I totally super duper wrote here.
Right?
Mr. D-Cell also reminded you.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Mr. D Style. You had mentioned kind of preemptively shutting down my prediction, but my prediction was that essentially now that the Inklings have lost their planned host bodies, they would start using the Android Liberation Front
Ooh.
as their host.
Nice.
Especially because for them, in my mind, the promise of it would be that they will help them be free by eliminating the humans that are, I guess, chaining them up. So if they have or promising that they will take over the humans and would live in harmony with the two of them, with the androids.
So the Inklings said they couldn't use human hosts because they
They're
were-
not.
They said they don't want to.
They said they die too quickly.
Yeah,
Yes.
they die too quickly.
Right, but like if they make the promise of being like, yeah, we'll take the humans, and then betraying them after that, one could say a double deception.
Maybe. I actually was thinking, along with your prediction, that if the Inklings go to the androids and say, we can help you, with your war, with your liberation war, and by that they go, well, we'll just take over, and then you won't have any of your feelings or emotions at all because we're just going to take your bodies.
Right.
Which feels like something the Inklings would do more so than be like, no, you're gonna help, and then the humans. It feels like they'd be like, no, we're gonna free you from this by just removing all of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a Cyberman kind of thing.
Yup.
Got it.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Cyberman.
They're gonna upgrade them. You will be upgraded.
Yes. And they're literally upgrading.
Yeah.
Bro. You so
Girl.
good.
Girl, I'm real good at this. Girl, I make a lot of stuff up. Predictions.
What you got, girl?
Yeah.
What you got, girl? Girl. What you got, girl?
I want to see how long you can do that for.
I can do this forever.
Natalie, what do you have?
What you got, girl?
Gosh, there was so much that happened. I don't know. I mean, if it's a sit down with Rio, I mean, it's gonna be real fun. I kind of got lost in my Emperor's New Groove thing, and I was like, oh my God, Rio is the Emperor's New Groove because he lost his memory instead of
Nice.
getting turned into a llama. So I've kind of
It's very similar.
Yes.
I've
very
gone down
much.
in my own little spiral over here, completely unrelated.
So he gets turned into a llama.
Yeah. Misaki is Eartha Kitt's character.
Yes.
Teku is
Patrick Warburton?
Patrick Warburton.
I love it.
Yeah, it works. It all,
I
it
approve.
all works.
Do you guys think that maybe the Roz is gonna have to team up with Rio again to get 2 back from Alt?
I understood that Alt Boone took 2 for Rio.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
As hostage so that they will trade the blink drive for her.
Yes. So in the next week preview.
Right, okay.
Did you not see it?
No, I watch it online, and then it does not have a preview for
Right.
next week.
So in the next week preview, Rio is talking to 2, and he's like, "We know that they care more about your life than the blink drive."
How's a really good impression of Alex?
Thanks.
That's what Alex sounds like when he's pouting.
Okay, well, now I really do want him to get turned into a llama.
So now that I've said that,
Yes.
Rio doesn't know that they have 2 blink drives.
No.
So they could effectively give him the
broken
broken
one.
one.
So I believe there's a clip. I definitely saw it, so I'm pretty sure I saw it on After Dark, where 3 says that to 6, and he's like, "Why don't we give him just the broken one?" And 6 says, "Because then he'll fix it."
Right.
So break it some more. And
Right.
then give
Yeah.
it to him.
Be like, we had a energy spike,
Like,
and
remove
all
just
of
this, like one integral part that perhaps they don't know about, and then give them that one.
I don't know how blink drives work.
It's like
they
a
don't know how
chip.
blink drives
It's like
work.
a chip
true.
of some sort,
They're,
right? Like a
they're
computer
all like,
drive.
we aren't blink drive people.
and like the
The Android should know though. It should be like, let's just.
Yeah,
or
I
even
think
5.
5 in the Android at this
Android
point
be
should
like,
be
let's
very
just take-
familiar with the blink drive.
also the Ishida research facility is gone, so like it'll take them, I think, decades to reproduce the blink drive. Maybe not decades.
I was
but
like,
at
that's-
least, at least years. At least because
Our team of Android and 5
Yes.
figured out how to fix it.
they didn't though. They started running simulations and then were pulled into the past.
Yeah, because it was fixed. It had a failsafe.
No,
recall.
it wasn't
A
fixed.
recall
It
thing.
just activated
You
the
knew
recall.
what I wanted.
So it's
Yeah,
still
I know.
broken.
Okay.
I'm just saying they just give it to him and be like, "This is the only one."
Well, why would he think there was another one? If you say this is the only one, he's gonna be like, "Is there another one, you liars?"
Well, I'm sure they're better than I am at lying. I'm like,
Probably.
man, you've really foiled us this time, Rio. Man, it's a good thing that you have the only drive in existence. Man, one would have to go to the past to get another one. Am I right, guys? And they're like, shut up, Tauri.
Wink, wink.
Shut up, Tauri.
This is why Tari's not on the show.
Who do we think's gonna die?
What?
Okay, there's gonna be deaths. So it's like all of Rio's
Wait,
group
whoa,
is
whoa,
dying.
whoa, whoa. Who? First of all,
Because this is Dark Matter, and every episode has a death of some sort.
hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right, as Andrew.
No.
Misaki's gonna die.
Yeah, that was my
and
theory.
Then, one of the inklings are gonna turn into a werewolf and eat her face. It's gonna come out of nowhere and it's gonna be like, Misaki face is my favorite food. Nom 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 nom. I'm Andrew. Ha!
That was great.
Thank
That
you.
hat then definitely got it. I killed it.
I don't think you're right that someone dies every episode. I think you're wrong. Especially because New Tabor and what's the hot girl's name?
Oh.
Yes.
S. It starts with an S, doesn't it?
Solara.
Solara,
Yeah.
yes. Good job.
Teamwork.
I got it. New Tabor, Adrian, and Solara survived, which was the biggest surprise.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But I think.
But do you think there's just not going to be any sort of battle?
Oh, there's
next-
definitely gonna be a battle. I just don't know if somebody's gonna die, and
I'm
if they
not
do, it's
saying-
gonna be Misaki. But
Okay, I was
think
saying, I'm not saying like a major character necessarily, but like,
so. Then a bunch of Rio's men.
yeah, like Rio's men are going to go.
Yeah.
Just all of them.
Just a bunch of background people.
But are
that
we
don't
going to fight?
know.
Are we going to fight Alt 2?
No, I
or,
think.
yeah, Alt Portia and Alt Boone.
I mean, we
I don't
have to
know.
fight them. I mean, because they're there and they're evil and they're part of
Right.
this
Do you
whole
think they're just
thing.
going to sneak away and escape, or?
I think they're definitely going to be fine through the rest of the season because they're working with Ferris.
Okay.
And now Ferris and Ishida
Rio.
has
They've teamed up.
teamed up.
Yeah.
I think we're heading towards a big old battle, but I would like to see Adrian and Solara like come back to help.
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
Ooh, Ooh, so they accept the invitation to dinner, but they call in the backup. And the backup is Adrian and Solara and Anders. And at the end, they all join the team. They bring the guy out of the wall. They figure how to fix that, yes?
Yeah.
Renji, 9, a bunch of numbers. The fall of Ashita Empire could be that the whole place explodes.
Ooh.
Like the
That's
whole
true.
planet.
Oh, yeah,
maybe?
the fall. That's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe at the end of the season finale, Portia and Alt Boone working with Ferris take down Rio.
Ooh.
Because,
That'd be
like,
interesting.
he thinks this team up is going to help just build both Ferris and Rio. But,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
Ferris is like, I don't need you.
And they already know how the Ashita Empire falls because in their universe, it's already
has.
fallen.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the events were slightly
Right.
different, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, they have some precedent.
I would love it if they go and they see Misaki and they're like, this is the reason, this is what happened. Why is she here? Right? That'd be so great.
Yeah.
That would be
They're like,
amazing.
this is the bitch that betrays you. That'd be great.
That would be dope.
I want that because Boone would do it.
Yeah. I hope that they spend the whole first half of next episode spending time with a lot of Rio's men.
I was like, what the hell did
Ryu, you know,
And learning to
from
like
Street
them?
Fighter. Yeah,
Yeah.
like they're all like, man, I love my family. I just can't wait to get home and see them. And then the second half is just all of the people that you got to know being mowed down mercilessly. And then you're like, man, I'm so sad I invested all this time with Gary and his daughter.
Hey, this episode, they didn't really do that.
That's true.
They gave you the simulant, but you never really learned anything about him except for that he was being tortured.
Yeah, he didn't say a single word.
He screamed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe had they
And
asked
then
him a
there was the
question. So annoyed.
And then there was the doctor, but he was being a dick the whole time.
And then he sacrificed himself / killed everybody.
Yeah, what a dick move. He was like, all right, I'm gonna call in a strike. Doesn't give her an opportunity to kill herself. He's just like, it's done, bye.
I really hope that the last few episodes this season, we get more android boobs, but packaged differently.
Oh,
Every time.
Every time, just a different.
Yeah.
She should borrow that top from Portia.
Maybe that'll happen.
She literally just, hi, can you teach me how to package my boobs better?
And she'll be like,
Yeah.
yes,
And
'cause you
particularly-
look like the girl I love. I package all your boobs.
Oh yeah, is she gonna come back? In like this
Shaw?
season? Yeah. Do you think she'll come back this
I
season?
mean, I still think that my perfect pairings could work out. Right? With Alt Portia and Dr. Shaw.
Yeah.
And Alt Boone and Sarah Bot.
Right.
Sarah Bot.
Yeah, I think it's perfect, and it would get them to go away because they're meanies.
It's true.
That's how I feel about
Hopefully
villains.
this next episode we find out what the hell is the secret between Rio
Oh
and
yeah.
Sarah Bot.
Oh, yeah. Because
Yep.
they're going to be in the same room together.
Well, Sarah Bot's not gonna be there.
Well, no, but like
Well,
Rio and Boone will.
Yeah,
But Boone doesn't really know, does he? That there's a
Alt
secret
Boone?
between them?
I don't know.
Alt Boone might.
but 3 might not. 3
Yeah.
doesn't. Alt Boone might.
Maybe Alt Boone has a problem with the fact that they're working with Rio because of whatever the secret is.
Maybe.
And then he's the one who causes the fall of Ashita.
I like it.
Okay.
My biggest concern
Yeah.
is that Alt Boone has yet to make a joke about there being 2 Portias. It's just
That's your biggest concern?
really, it's bothering me.
I imagine it will happen next episode, and he'll be like, 2?
Yeah.
And then everyone will be like, get out of
Yeah,
here. And he'll
shut
be like,
up.
I'll see myself out. Yucca, 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 yucca. And he'll like crab walk out of the room.
I really don't want to see that.
What? Is that not how you guys imagine it?
Just
Okay.
Zoidberg out.
Yeah.
Okay. On that note, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us for the Dark Matter After Show. Until next week, where can people find you, Natalie?
You guys can find me at Natalee Dyer, NATALEEDYER, on all social media platforms. That's Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram, and Facebook. I don't know, all that other stuff.
Speaking of Instagram,
Oh, yeah.
how many followers do we need to get your undies?
I honestly don't know.
Okay, well, you check that.
Yeah.
600 more? Okay.
Yes, 600 more.
600 more
600
followers.
more followers.
And Natalie will be showing her undies, her me-undies.
5.
Yes.
Girl, you should have lied.
100. 500.
Okay.
And
Tauri.
I'm Tauri J. Miller. You can find me at Tauri J. That's TURIJAY. That's on Instagram and Twitter. You can also find me on the Missing Out podcast. It's me and the Lex Michael that you've seen on other shows that I've done. This week, this Tuesday, we have a new episode coming out. We are covering one of my favorite anime, which is Samurai Champloo. So check out the first 4 episodes so you're up to date with us, and enjoy.
Natalie,
I
do you
feel
have a
like-
podcast?
Yeah, I feel like I need to do this because Andrew's not here to do it. You can find me and Andrew on Welcome to the Dungeon Hole, which is a D&D podcast, and you can find it on SoundCloud and iTunes.
Yes.
And and welcome, I think it's, or the Dungeon Hole on Twitter.
Yes.
There we go, I did the
And
thing.
Andrew Mena at Andrew
Andrew
Mena.
Mena.
At Andrew Minna.
And
Unless you're on
Instagram.
and then it's the Andrew Minna.
That was great.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
I'm Yael Tygiel. I'm everywhere at Yael Tygiel. That's YAELTYGIEL. Coming up right after this show is the Killjoys After Show. We have Tamsin McDonough, the voice of Lucy, Skyping in, so please stick around. Also, next week, we will return for Winona Earp, Dark Matter, Killjoys. Yep, all the shows.
Yeah.
Yay! Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Boobs.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.